had a privilege. I met up with such a beautiful talent. After spending time at the mall in downtown, looking for that niche type of talent that's almost hidden, it makes sense to me. So I thought I'm going to have an interesting talk with Emmanuel. Hi everyone, my name is AliAdam. I've been in the fashion and content and do all this stuff, and for now we diving in to my actual passion, which is fashion, and hopefully soon also my line of clothing is going to be introduced in no time, right? And then without further ado, please stick around, because there's going to be few bonuses that we also going to give you after the interview with Mr. Emmanuel, so that you guys can see around the neighborhood. They've got some very, very interesting, really cool, other, shops in that, mall, that, mini, what is it called, a mall, right, where you can see other stuff as well. So yeah, do enjoy it. Take care.
First of all, my full name is Emmanuel Farre, mostly specialized in what we call the leather industry as a colorist.
Okay.
Create the color. Basically, what we do, I design the shoes, and after that, all the shoes come in what we call raw leather.
Okay, this is completely raw now.
Exactly.
Okay, and it's 100% pure leather.
Yeah, nice. Definitely. I mean, I'm working with Dagon Tannery, which is part of France, and they're still a family business, and they're operating since the 16th century.
Oh wow!
That's.
I feel absolutely nothing. This is amazing.
That's the main thing, because we spend all day long into our feet, and after. I decided to go on this style. So most of the people, they say a comment that I have often, it's why your shoes are so pointy. I said, well, when you look at your full body silhouette, if you have like the British style, a bulky round toe, to my opinion, it's less elegant to have like pointy shoes, because when your full body silhouette, it looks better and much more harmonious than around.
And it's so solid, it feels almost as is waterproof, because I can't see any opening that can make one uncomfortable.
Well, there is so much cream on the top that it's at the beginning, it is water resistant. After I'm carrying as well another French brand which exists since more than 1 century, which is Sapphire, to maintain and also take care about your leather.
Mine, completely. How long is, where does this passion come from? And can you tell me a little bit more about background?
I mean, during my whole life, I've been working in different business. As an example, I started my career when I was young as a navigator into the Navy for 8 years. After that, I got my own restaurant, and after I was a general manager in a supermarket.
Oh wow! Okay, and this is now all in France. That's before moving to Canada.
Right. So I get sick. I mean, when in my last job before this one, and after that, after a big depression, I felt like a need to work with my hands. So to tell you the truth, when I was younger, as a kid and teens, I was doing a lot of models, mainly from World War II. And by this time I was creating the decor. It was not only making the models itself, but it was also put them into the environment. So it was pretty interesting, because first of all, you have an historical research because you can do whatever you want. I mean, specific division as specific camo or specific tanks or whatever. And also I have to work in a tank on the battlefield. It's not brand new coming from the factory. So I have to work only with the paint on aging, for example, where the khaki paint take off, gives them some rust aspect. Well, all the aging the tank like if it was on the battlefield for years.
Oh, okay.
And what am I doing on the shoes? Is mainly the same process. With the coloring process, it gives them what we call into the shoe industry a patina look. Like if they have been aged by some layers and layers of cream during years. But no, because I'm starting they're brand new, but I give them this patina effect with the color.
Actually, while I was talking, I want to, come and get a close shot from that as well. Okay. Wow, that's something. This is absolutely gorgeous. It makes such a huge difference knowing that such a piece of work still exists.
After, as you can see on my table, I'm using only some paintbrush, but sometimes to giving effect like you have on this one, I can use sponge. Well, I try to use different tools to apply different effect on the color.
Yeah, that's right. And how long does it take for each piece?
Usually it takes me like 2-3 days. It's not 2-3 full days, but what you have to know is between the different cut of dye, I need to respect also to let rest the laser. So explaining why I need 2-3 days.
2-3 days.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's say when there's a wedding and the groom comes to you for that specific need.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you match them also with the bride?
Most of the time, it's mostly a conversation. I like to say as a reason why the bespoke tailor is named Bespoke. You have to get back in history by the 18th and 19th century in Great Britain. The tailor doesn't have anything ready to wear.
That's true, absolutely.
They have only the fabrics.
That's right, yes.
And you have always like chairs, and you start a conversation with your tailor.
That's right.
Telling, I need this, I need that, blah, 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 and after you determine, if you want the 3 pieces, 2 pieces, whatever.
That's right.
And that's the reason why they call bespoke.
Absolutely, yes.
Because it's a matter of...
Absolutely, that is actually where the bespoke come from, right?
And I'm doing exactly the same thing. When I have some, as you mentioned, some groom coming to me, I'm always starting the conversation, okay, what is the color of your suit? What are you going to wear? And from there, most of the time they listen my advice because they do understand that they know what I'm talking about. So, and I try, as you can see, I'm not going crazy on color. I can do whatever I want.
What I love about the colors are subtle.
Exactly, that's the subtlety of it. And even so, if it's for a big event like your marriage, I try to explain also to my customer, well, the shoes is already really good and nice. Well, so the idea as well is that you keep it also for you, not only for your marriage, but for your everyday life at work or at home. So I try also, to make it durable.
And how long have you been in this location?
So in this location, it's been like 3 years now.
3 years now.
Yeah. And we do offer as well not only my own shoe collection.
Yeah.
So as you asked me before, we have the ready-to-wear collection, which is the one that you can see here.
Yeah.
And for specific client or demand, we can go on made to measure, not full bespoke.
Okay, that's right.
So made to measure, I got an example for here. It will be actually to take the measurement of your feet, send it to my shoemaker in France, and he will create a specific model for my customer.
That's right.
As you can see, it's a huge fit on it, and I have to put actually two sheets of paper all together to take the measurement.
Right.
It was for famous basketball players.
Wow, that's a huge fit, yeah.
Yeah. And here are the shoes.
Whoa.
So we design within actually the look he wants,
Wow.
and I have to send him.
Because
right now he moved to from Toronto to LA.
Wow, amazing. Because this is not the type of feet that can easily find the size.
No, exactly.
You make it, right? So it has to
for
be custom.
people who has really small feet and big feet, it's hard for them.
It is hard, absolutely.
in ready to wear to find.
It's kind of hard, extremely, So actually finding you is a blessing. Because I mean, I know a lot of people that are struggling out there to actually find what they're looking for. If they see what they're looking for, it does not fit.
So as you asked me before, we have the ready-to-wear collection, which is the one that you can see here. Yeah. And for specific client or demand, we can go on made-to-measure, not full bespoke.
Okay, that's right. I mean, I know a lot of people that are struggling out there to actually find what they're looking for. If they see what they're looking for, it does not fit. Okay, then the question is, there is just not enough of you out there for people to locate.
So solution. We can try the made to measure like I'm doing, and after, you have the full bespoke.
Yeah.
Because what is a full bespoke? Full bespoke means that we will actually, the craftsman will take a mold of your feet. So no matter what, how your feet are, it will fit you perfectly. But they start to be really rare, and it's usually quite expensive.
Yeah,
but once again, what's the value of all this work? Because when you do a full bespoke shoes,
it's one of a kind.
Yeah, it's one. First of all, it's one of a kind, and it's not a pair of shoes that you will throw away 1 year after. You will keep it 10, 15, 20 years. Is what are you ready to put on it? What is right now where I can be upset as a craftsman is the definition of the luxe by the corporation, because I'm French. I know exactly how the luxe industry is, because we are the leader, and the way it's done. They took the image of craftsmen and they play on a marketing way. But soon as you go on a mass production, because that's what it does, I don't want to name them, but everybody recognizes them. They sell bags that you can see all over the world. And they try to explain you it's craftsmen, it's handmade. No way. They have factories all over the world, and they produce millions of bags. And it's not when you get back to the definition of what is luxe. Luxe is quality, it's time, it's knowledge. It's not anymore that, what is big company. Me, it's, I'm proud to say I am offering a luxe experience.
This is a work of art. This is a real work of art.
And I try to defend my partnership I'm working with, because they're on the same boat as me, actually.
And now tell me, for somebody living outside Toronto or outside Canada, and they wanted to order, a shoe, how can they measure their feet and send it to you?
Well, the same way that I show you. Actually, I got some customer in US, in South America, even some in France. And what I say to them, I ask them to do exactly the same things that I did. So on a regular sheet of paper, and take the measurement of the feet, and I know where what will be actually, first of all, what will be the shape of their feet, and secondly, what will be the shoe size.
So they have to email, if they can then email you this? you know, I mean,
Yeah.
drawing and
Yeah,
then
the-
take it from there.
To keep the same scale, I said, well, use a regular sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Because myself, when I will print it, it will
Yeah.
be exactly the
Yeah,
same.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's amazing. And then and then when it comes to colors, there are no limit on how how many
Yeah.
colors
Well, the limit is the one I can give to the customer.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's okay.
I don't want to go, as you can see, all the color here.
Yeah, yeah.
As you mentioned,
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I like to say that less is more.
Yes.
You can ask me like a crazy pink and blue shoes.
That is true.
I'm not sure that I will be agreed to do it.
That's true.
Because I don't want, I mean, to give a representation of my work, which is not myself.
Yeah. That's right.
I want to keep a certain style and elegancy to my work.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then let's say can we
You
have
speak about the cost?
yeah.
Yeah, well, we speak roughly depending on the model, we speak roughly about 2,000, 3,000.
Which is reasonable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, if you take my ready-to-wear collection, this model is 1,500.
This look, you know what? I think this is a very, very, very reasonable. Price as well, compared to something that does not exist out there. I mean, where would you go and then ask them to make shoes for you, this quality, for that amount?
Yeah, well, I mean, as I say, I'm not a logo brand. I put my name inside, that's it. If you look at,
Yeah.
here there is only made in France, that's it.
That's amazing.
So, I mean, I want people to recognize the shoes for what they are, not because there is whatever logo on the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's exactly, I like to do the comparison with
Yeah,
cars,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
You look at the street, mainly all the cars look like the same. And when you see a Ferrari, you don't need to read the name,
No.
you know it's a Ferrari.
That's Ferrari, absolutely. That is Ferrari.
I want the same exact feeling for my shoes.
Wow, that's beautiful. I simply love the workmanship and the quality of the work.
And you know, I mean, I got many feedback from my customer, and what they say most of the time, they say, well, Manu, now, I mean, I'm feeling sexy with your shoes. And women understand that point.
Definitely. Look, you know what? There's nothing embarrassing walking to a party or an event, someone wearing the very same thing you have on. It makes you feel less important. But then when you walk into a place, you are the only one owning this shoe.
Yeah.
Imagine. There's about maybe hundreds of people, but nobody looks like
For
you.
me, with my eyes and my culture coming from Europe,
Yeah.
the first thing I was shocking when I came here is to see, I mean, speaking about men's style and fashion,
That's right.
when you go to a place when it was crowded before the COVID, for example, at First Canadian Place, which is a financial place, you can see many good, nice suit and whatever. But as soon as you start to look at the shoes, oh my God.
It's not the same, yeah.
And it's totally, in fact, what most of the men are forgetting, it's totally ruined.
It ruined the
actually
appearance.
good-looking suit. I like to say, well, the shoes for a men's style, it's exactly like the dot for a sentence. It's ending. It's like a dessert. Well,
that goes with personality, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And which is why I remember there was actually, a friend of mine said to me, look, you know what? Whenever I meet someone new, a guy, I know right away if this is the right man for me or not, based on the shoes that they wear.
beginning, the sole was much more bigger, almost like that.
Right, yeah.
With a big stitching on it, I say no. I mean, I love the shape of it, so I want the sole pretty close to the shoes itself. The buckle was round. I said no, I don't like this buckle, so I want like a really square buckle. Some tiny details that, well, you go on progression, if I can say that.
That's right.
Until you're happy. This
It's
wasn't
streamlined.
rounded.
Yeah, it's
well, it's
very
small.
clean and,
But by the end, well, it's exactly like a painting. The amount of details make it look good.
Yeah.
So that's my way to mainly work with my. I'm not drawing anything really. I get, except on certain model, I really have like. It's actually it's not even leather. It's linden tree.
Oh wow!
Mainly on a
It's a tree.
It's tree.
No, this is mind blowing. This is now wicked.
But my question is.
So this is not leather.
No, it's leather tree.
Leather tree.
Yeah, it's linden tree actually.
It's linden tree.
Yep. So I've been experiment. I try to dye it to see what happened on it.
Yeah.
But my question is, how does it age? I have no idea. I have no clue.
Okay, because it still is early stage, right?
Well, it's just new. I mean, I know leather skin will age.
That's right. That is different. Yeah.
Certain times. This, I have no clue.
You know, you diverse in different, I mean, look at the sole, the color of the sole of this shoe here that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
It's, I love it. I mean, look at it. It's a completely different color.
Yeah. Well,
I love how you give it that kind of contrast. I think that's just great.
Well, that's a kind of service we offer for the customer to protect the shoes.
Yeah.
So it's just actually whatever color you might like. So I choose red. We put a steel toe to protect the toe, and after that I've been working to matching the red on this part with the red.
Nice.
So it's a kind of details, you know.
Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, you know. And I'm looking at also all like the colors, you know, of the stuff that you're using to dye the stuff. I've seen all this artwork.
Well, you can see it as I was mentioning
wow.
the other time.
Yes. Wow.
We can have like I start from there. Remember on the beginning.
That's right. That's
After
right.
that, I have to put the first layer of color, and by the end, I will finish it with this. With this finish.
So this is still in process.
Yep. Yep.
Amazing. Amazing stuff. Wow.
23 years old.
Yeah.
She, I mean, recently she said to me, well, Dad, I've been thinking, I never see you with running shoes, actually, in my entire life.
Wow. Wow.
Not that I don't like it, so if I don't like it, because for me they're not, well, the comfortable shoes, but running shoes is made for running.
For running, that's true. That is so true. Yeah.
I mean, for example, for me, there is something which make me angry.
Yeah.
It's to heard about this casual business. Business is serious. It's not casual. You use two words which means two opposite things by purpose. But and when you look at actually the trend, if you take, for example, in men fashion, what's going on in Great Britain, they actually get back to a normal business in Great Britain and try to ban the casual business of their office because
Mr. Emmanuel, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You know, I've taken a lot of your time.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
It's almost, 5:30 now.
Yeah.
And I know you have so much to do.
Yeah.
So this means a lot. And then what we're gonna do is,
I will give you my contact and you can put it online.
That's right. So whoever wants you, we're gonna actually put the contact, down below, so that whoever, if you want to reach, Mr. Emmanuel, there will be the contact you can reach out to. So yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's been a pleasure. It was a pleasure getting to talk to you and meeting you, and we will definitely keep in touch again and take it from there.
No problem.
Yes.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Right.